What's going on, guys? Today we will be discussing Creed Dupes and are they worth it? On my right, I have Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT formulation, and on my left, I have Club de Nuit Milestone. Now, I already have both of these sprayed on my inner elbow, and they're already dried down. But let's give you guys an opening first. Now, the original Creed Aventus, smoky, birch, has that pineapple type of note. Very masculine, very straightforward, very, aura presenting, as you must say. But let's go ahead and spray this. Now, you will hear some people say online, oh, it's so harsh, the opening's harsh, it smells like lemon cleaner, whatever it is. And I will say they're not wrong, all right? I mean, but it's a $40 fragrance, so what are you really expecting here? But I will say this. Projection is great within the first few hours. If you do like 5 sprays, projection's great. Then it slowly fades throughout the day. But I will say longevity, this will last you at least 8 hours. This is such a good budget fragrance. If you're on the market for a budget fragrance, or you want to smell just like Creed Aventus, this guy right here will do the job for you. Now let's smell this opening here. After a 30-second opening, like I said, harsh lemon cleaner, as people say. Definitely see that. You do get a lot of strong lemon note, and it just smells like something you clean the floors with. So I totally understand where people are coming from with that. But as I'm smelling the opening, it's slowly going into that birch and woody type of smell that Creed Aventus is mainly known for. Now, compared to Creed Aventus, this guy is only $40. Creed Aventus, $500. Now, I'm not one of those guys that supports dupes. I admit it, I don't really like dupes that much because they're replicating a scent, and I'm not with that. I like to get the original thing and be like that so I can compare the original to the actual fake. Now, let's get into Club de Nuit Milestone. I believe this is a Eau de Parfum Constellation, EDP Constellation. And this right here, through the cap, smells pretty nice. Fresh, aquatic, clean, watermelon type of scent. Fruity, salty. So let's spray the opening and let's see. Now, in the meantime, this again is around $40, maybe $35 depending on where you buy it. But this one, pretty good. I will say, I do like this one better than Creed Aventus. Now you will say, oh, Creed Aventus is better, whatever it is. It's my personal preference, all right? And I did buy this one first, and I had bought Creed Aventus shortly after buying that one because I love the Creed DNA so much, but I understand that hefty price tag is not for all you guys. But I do like to give you guys an actual representation and a breakdown of if this is worth it or not, and our dupes, the Creed dupes specifically, worth it on the market. Now this right here, again, harsh opening is not that good. So if this was a fragrance as the opening, not a fan at all. But again, as it dries down, it gets pretty solid. Now if we switch over to the Creed dupe here, by the way, I forgot to mention, this $500 price tag for actual Creed, this around $35 to $40. But the projection on this is moderate. This Creed Aventus dupe is a little more stronger, on the stronger side, like the original Creed Aventus. However, I'll say this. The original Creed Aventus only lasts around 3 to 4 hours. Projects maybe 2 hours. This one projects, like I said, 3 to 4 hours within 5 sprays, but then slowly fades to a skin scent, but it will last 8 hours. This one will probably last you 6 hours, and it'll project like within the first 2 hours, depending on like 5 sprays. But as it dries down, it gets into that fruity, aquatic, salty scent that Creed Milsom Imperial is known for. But as we switch to this one just gets insanely sexy, and you start to get the hype about this. Now, other people say the EDP of this is better, or the Extrait de Parfum is better. I have smelled the EDP, and I just got to go the EDT. It projects loud, and I know you guys want to be known for wearing your scents, And let's be real here, no one's gonna get that close up to you and smell it. It's just not realistic at school or any setting really. But I will say this, the dry downs on both of these are phenomenal. It's a great scent, but now let's compare it to the real dry down within a few hours. Now, this Creed Aventus dry down smells pretty much identical to Creed Aventus, if not like 95% similar. This is eerily similar to the real Creed Aventus and such a great fragrance. And I totally think this one is worth the bang for your buck, 40 bucks for the real Creed Aventus. Now let's switch to Creed Milsom Imperial dupe Milestone. Now, I will say this one is pretty much spot on for me. I can't really tell the difference between the two. Maybe like one little note, one little thing. But other than that, it's probably almost 100% similar, or like 98% similar. This is probably the most accurate clone on the market that I have smelled. And this right here will get you compliments for days. People walk up to you, tell you smell good. This is the best compliment getter for a budget. This one is more of a spring type of scent. Like I said, it's very aquatic, salty, fruity. Overall, skip to conclusion here. These are both fantastic scents, both a bang for your buck. And if you guys can get both of these, I would, rather than paying the hefty price tag of Creed Aventus, because let's be real, nobody wants to pay the $500 Creed Aventus. That's $1,000 for 2 bottles. This right here is only $80 combined. Overall, definitely pick these guys up, check them out, but make sure to smell the real Creed first before you go and make this purchase. Although it's not a big purchase, you gotta like how you smell. And that concludes this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check these out for sure. And yeah.